Shifting focus now to China, the Chinese yuan is making a new push into Africa. And this time, it's not just about trade. From bank payments to debt and even tax collections, African economies are increasingly using China's currency. Beijing is also building the financial infrastructure to support it. So, could the yuan become Africa's most important alternative to the dollar? Our next report explores all the details. Take a look.
The Chinese yuan is moving deeper into Africa's financial system as trade between the two sides expand. Now, China-Africa trade rose by nearly 18% last year, and Beijing has now removed tariffs on imports from 53 African countries. Now that means more African goods can enter China and more businesses can be settled directly in yuan. The big change is happening in the payment plumbing. In November 2025, South Africa's Standard Bank became the first African commercial bank to join China's cross-border interbank payment system known as CIPS. In its first 4 months, the bank processed about $500 million worth of transactions. And in the month of June, China authorized Standard Bank and China's ICBC to operate as the Renminbi Clearing Bank of Africa, covering 19 African countries. Now that infrastructure matters because African companies can potentially pay Chinese suppliers directly in yuan without first converting their local currency into dollars and then back into yuan. That can cut transaction costs, reduce foreign exchange risk and make China-Africa trade more efficient. But the push is also spreading beyond trade. Kenya has converted part of its Chinese railway loans into yuan, helping reduce the cost of servicing that debt. In Zambia, Chinese mining companies have started paying some taxes and royalties in yuan. And Pan-African bank EcoBank is in talks to develop a direct yuan to African currency settlement system by the end of 2026. Well, there is also a much bigger geopolitical story. African countries are looking to reduce their exposure to dollar shortages, high conversion costs and the risks that come with depending on a single global currency. For China, Africa is an important test of whether the yuan can become a serious international currency, but there is a major limit. The yuan is still nowhere close to replacing the dollar globally. The IMF says the US dollar accounted for 57.13% of global official foreign exchange reserves in the first quarter of 2026. The renminbi's share was just 1.99%. And in global SWIFT payments, the yuan's share remains a small fraction of total transactions. So this is not yet a story of the dollar being replaced. It is a story of Africa getting another currency option and China building the banks, payment systems and trade relationships to make that option practical. The big question now is whether the yuan remains a complement to the dollar or eventually becomes Africa's most important alternative to it. Business Bureau WION, World is One.